Setting priorities for an at-home can be one of the hardest things you do. Trying to figure out what's important to do and when is one of the hardest things for an at-home to do. There's not someone standing there over your shoulder saying this has to be done first, and then you can go on to this, and this. You have to figure that out yourself. What I like to do is I like to set a priority as in what needs to be done and when, because there are big things which I look at. I look at the big picture first. What big events do I have coming up? What things do I need to do for these big events? And then it sort of falls in place because there are steps which have to be taken. Now, if your everything is divided, which some of mine is, I do little events, little things which don't relate to each other, I look at them and see what's going to be the biggest return for me, and also what's going to take me the most time. Then, suddenly, I start setting my priorities. If I know that I have something due in 3 weeks, and I know it's going to take me 3 weeks to get it done, I will start working on it right away. But if I know I have something that's due in 3 weeks, and I know it's only going to take me 24 hours to do it, it has a lower priority at that moment. Now, one of the nicest things about this is every week, at the end of the week, I reset my priorities. So that way I can see what I need to do for the week. It's sort of like an adjustment because that way I know what's coming up and I know what I can get done and what I can't get done. Now, some of you are saying, but I don't like to work that way. I like to work at one project at a time, which is fine. Then work on that one project at a time, but decide which project is the most important to get done and what needs to be done right away. Cool. You can do this really pretty easy. As you get a project, rank it on a scale from 1 to 5. 1 being you have to have it done right away, 5 being, if it gets done, it's cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Then you can look at these things, because some things have to be done. It could be deadlines for getting paid, which is important, or it could be events that you have to have ready to go. Setting your priorities are very important because you need to come up with a checklist for you. That means you're going to look at the date it's due. You're going to look at how much time it's going to take you, the prep, the things that you need to do for it, and then set your priorities from there. It might be surprising if you look at that and look at what's important and what's going to take, what priorities are going to change. Because some things which don't seem that urgent take a lot of time to do, and I mean a lot of time to do. If they take a lot of time to do, you might want to work on those, or at least start working on them right away, and breaking it down into smaller steps. Then each step can become its own priority. See how simple that is? Let me know how you establish your priorities down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Every Monday through Friday I do a different topic. On Monday it's for the at-home. On Tuesday it's a recipe. On Wednesday, tips for running your house. On Thursday, it's a cocktail. And on Friday, you'll wake up in the morning with a recipe for a sweet treat. Remember, running your house doesn't have to be a full-time job. Turn it into a hobby and have some fun.